We've been RVing for over 7 years, but for most of that time, we drove a motorhome. It wasn't until last August that we switched to a fifth wheel. And while we've learned a lot, backing this thing into a campsite is still one of the most intimidating parts. So today, I'm heading to driving school to see what a professional can teach me.
Oh, back to school, back to school.
Well, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Ben.
Hey, Ben, I'm Jeff.
It's leaking right there. Yeah, right.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Total horrible timing right now. Interestingly enough, the last time that I was up in this area, I came up here to drop Dakota off to go hang out with some friends that live further north, and this was like the halfway meeting point. And I got a nail in my tire in my minivan too. Must be something about this empty mall area. Anyway, so Ben's getting the tires swapped out for the spare, and then we can resume the driving lesson. Kind of bad timing on all of this. But I will say I'm really thankful for the tire minder. The tire minder definitely did its job with alerting us that there was a leak and that it was actually leaking and losing pressure. So very, very thankful with tire minder on that. Tire minder is just another one of those things that you can get through eTrailer. We'd recommend getting through eTrailer. So super thankful for eTrailer and their continued partnership with our channel. They helped get us set up with our hitch setup. They helped us get us set up with the Gen Y setup, all of that. But the one thing we love about eTrailer is that you can always just jump on the phone. You can just make sure that what you are getting or thinking about getting or whatever is going to be the right parts and the right setup for the setup you have. So whether it's a drivable or a towable, whatever it is, they can just jump on the phone and make sure that you are getting the right thing for that particular setup. And a tire pressure monitoring system, if you don't have one, you absolutely need one. It's so important for safety. So anyway, that's my little PSA for today, and hopefully this tire swap will happen soon and we can get into the driving lesson.
So your truck is doing that.
The first lesson is backing. So the instructor is going to have Ben pull up to this first cone, and he said we will not be moving forward until he can back in a straight line. So we'll see how well he does.
It's drifting that way. So go steering wheel towards the direction that's drifting. Right there? All right, let's see how I did. How did I do, boss? Did I pass that test or no?
Sorry?
I didn't hit cones, so that's good.
So when you are level with this last cone, that's when you stop. All right?
Okay.
Pull forward, move a little bit further away from the cones. It's not being really on the cones. It's I want to see you getting you to understand, and you're doing well, is what happens when you how to control that trailer using the truck.
Okay.
Because that's the principle everything else is built on.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
we were in trucking school, unless we could do that with a 48-foot trailer, they wouldn't let us do anything else.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the foundation of maneuvering the whole thing.
Got it.
Pull forward down to the last cone stop and
Back
do
up.
it again.
Okay.
How many times do you look in that mirror during that exercise?
This here?
No, that mirror. So, principle, all my students do this. Principle, you've got to watch going on all around you. Your eyes are moving, do not concentrate on what you think the primary role is. I want to see your head moving both sides all the time, all right? So you're always looking around what cars and kids and bikes will sneak up on you on that side. Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, so I think I passed the backing up part, so that's good. I think he said I did a good job there. So now he's gonna go set up some cones. Now we're gonna get into the meat of it all. So we'll see how I do there. This is good. It's good for the muscle memory. I did learn how he did say to put the steering wheel on the top. or put your hand on the steering wheel on the top and move towards where the trailer is drifting. So I thought that was insightful. So, all right, wish me luck.
Don't worry, we'll be doing the 90-degree
I
now.
wish campgrounds were like this.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, some of them are.
We're teaching you principles here. Okay?
Yeah, all right.
So, yeah, I always start 45.
Got it.
And then we will do 90.
Yeah.
Same principle.
Got it.
All right, so.
All right, we're moving on to the next step now of trying to back in, like simulating a campsite. Easy campsite to back in, but we're going to simulate that. So that's the next step.
Now I turn the wheel all the way. And then I just keep it on. So I've hit my pinch point and then I just crank the wheel. It's just a matter of cranking the wheel one way and then all the way the other way.
Right, just hold it just like that.
And then now I want to start straightening up, or not yet? There we go. Oh, now I'm straight. Beautiful. Oh, wow. That's actually, woo! Yeah, I feel like a pro.
Oh, wheels that got better, I like it. I'm the brother of a truck driving mother. Boogity, 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 boogie.
You are moving physically over the ground faster than you can turn the wheel to correct going in the wrong way.
You are driving too fast.
The instructor's
But other
telling me
than
I'm
that,
driving
good.
too fast. Okay, so I think we've determined where some of my problems lie, and that is, one, I'm actually going too fast. So I've been trying to back up too fast, and you do full lock right, full lock left when you're getting into the campsite. Then when you get in and your RV is in the site, that's when I was making too big of movement. So I'm full locking left wheel, full locking right when I'm in the campsite, and I shouldn't be. So I need to make gradual, he said really just one turn of the wheel, max probably, when I'm in the campsite versus full locking when I'm in. So and to slow down. So those are two things that I need to work on. And right now he's setting up the course to be 90-degree angle. It's just like the campground that we were at recently, the 1,000 Trails over in the Tampa area. So this will be interesting. See what happens here.
You know how it is, campgrounds, man. Could be any scenario. So he's changed the course a little bit to have him back in like 90 degrees instead of like at 45. So we'll see how Ben does on this one.
Now your job is to watch the pinch point, young lady.
One eternity later.
It's been a couple hours, but I think that Ben is getting the hang of this, and I am too. So kind of realized the one thing that this instructor has told Ben multiple times. Number one, slow down. Ben tends to, I think, just, I don't know, drive fast. The other thing is small adjustments, right? No big maneuvers or anything like that with the steering wheel, just like little by little small adjustments to get where you need to go. So now we're practicing. He's gonna do it without the instructor telling him what to do with the wheel or anything like that.
Well, I've been schooled, y'all.
Ben has been schooled, and I learned some good things too. Overall, I would say we definitely recommend this RV driving school. The instructor was extremely patient. He had to tell Ben to slow down a lot, but it was really good. And how do you feel about like next time we go to the campground?
I feel super good. I want to go actually park the RV right now at a campground.
Would definitely recommend RV driving school. A lot of you guys have emailed or sent messages saying you feel intimidated, that maybe even there's a situation where a spouse is physically unable to drive or something like that, and then that falls to the other spouse, and there's this like intimidation factor. If you go through RV driving school, and this is like, look, this isn't a sponsor, this isn't anything, this is like, we looked them up, we found them online, we wanted to do this really for Ben's sake. But after having gone through and experienced it ourselves, we would definitely say it was a great experience, and this is something we would recommend to anybody that feels like that maybe they could just even use some extra help, even if you feel like maybe you're an expert, unless that you've got a background, right? Like this guy's got a background in CDL driving and, you know, all that other kind of stuff. But the majority of us that start this RV thing don't. And it's kind of actually scary to think about that there's no special licensing required. It's just like, here's your RV keys, have fun. So we'll put a link in the description below. Great resource.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. And if you want to kind of see the whole story of what precipitated this in the first place, where we just had probably the worst experience trying to get into our campsite, well, you can look at that.